Welcome back to the podcast, folks. We're diving into a deep dive review of a sportsbook and casino that's been around since 1994, and oh boy, there's so much to discuss about BetUS.
Absolutely. There's a lot packed in here, from sports betting and casino games to detailed bonus structures and even banking options.
Right, so let's start by talking about the overall setup. BetUS is licensed by the Curaçao e-Gaming Commission and has been around for over 3 decades. Yep, that's a serious pedigree in the gambling world.
3 decades means they've seen the evolution of online betting, right? It's impressive that they can maintain a modern interface even after being online since 1994.
Exactly. The review points out a fast, organized navigation on both desktop and mobile, with clear bonus terms. For instance, signing up is super quick, under 5 minutes, and the sportsbook welcome bonus process is straightforward.
That's essential. And speaking of bonuses, these are pretty enticing. They've got a welcome bonus up to $3,625 for sports and casino combined, plus separate crypto bonuses, casino-only offers, and even cash plus casino bonus deals.
Right, the bonus lineup is quite robust. You've got all sorts of match percentages and wagering requirements. They even use coupon codes like JOIN225 for extra weekly sports bonuses. It almost feels like a buffet of incentives.
Yeah. However, one thing that caught my eye is the wagering requirements. Some bonuses, especially in the casino, are set at 30 times or even 40 times for crypto bonuses. Don't you think that's a bit steep for some players?
That's a great point. While the bonuses are generous on paper, the rollover requirements of 14 times to 40 times could be a barrier, especially if you're not betting in high volumes. It's like offering a free car with a 1,000-mile test drive. You might love the car, but those miles can add up.
I see that concern. Absolutely. And that's something potential users need to keep in mind. Moving on, let's talk about the banking and payout methods. BetUS accepts a variety of options, from traditional cards to a rich array of cryptocurrencies.
Right, they've got Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and even Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And get this, crypto withdrawals, which are the fastest with a 24 to 48-hour processing time, can be processed with no fees up to $2,500.
Exactly. That's pretty appealing for players who value speed and lower fees. But on the flip side, you can't cash out back to your card once you've deposited with one, correct?
Yep, that's correct. You have to use checks, bank wires, or MoneyGram for card deposits, and those methods can take up to 10 to 15 days with potential fees. It creates a bit of a split personality in their banking approach, ultra-fast with crypto, but slow with traditional methods.
That's an interesting trade-off. Now, when we shift gears to the sports betting side, BetUS really opens up the playing field. They cover over 20 sports, including mainstream favorites like NFL, NBA, and soccer, but also less common events such as badminton, darts, and even politics and novelty events.
Yeah, it's like a smorgasbord for sports bettors. I mean, you've got the usual suspects, but then they throw in esports and even some creative options, predicting, for example, which celebrity might win a novelty contest. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill sportsbook.
Right, exactly. And don't forget live betting. The review mentioned nearly 100 live events on display, making the in-play experience really immersive, even if they don't offer live streams for some sports like soccer and basketball.
True, and although they don't stream live games, BetUS offers detailed in-play statistics through features like BetUS TV and the Locker Room. It's almost like getting your own sports bar commentary alongside your digital bets.
Yeah, that's a cool addition. On the topic of casino experience, the site offers a massive selection of games, over 500 in total. We're talking slots, table games, video poker, even live dealer games.
Oh yes, with slots numbering around 400 plus titles, including popular picks like Muertos Mariachi and Tiger's Luck, there's a lot to keep you busy. The live dealer section is powered by Visionary iGaming and Fresh Deck Studios, big names in the industry.
Win-win. Although one slight critique here is that there's no search function to filter the casino games. That could be a drawback if you're trying to find a specific game quickly.
Absolutely, that's a fair point. It does slow down the game selection process a bit, and players might have to scroll through pages. But then again, the sheer variety might make up for it if you're a patient explorer.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's not forget about the customer support side. BetUS seems to have set up pretty robust support channels, from live chat and email to dedicated phone lines for different departments. That's kind of rare amongst offshore sites, don't you think?
Definitely. They even provide direct phone numbers for areas like new accounts, sports wagering, and even crypto specialists. It really shows they're trying to cover all bases so players feel secure.
Reassurance is key. Speaking of security and reassurance, the site uses high-grade encryption for banking transactions and independent RNG audits for fair play. That's a real cornerstone for building trust, especially in the online gaming space.
For sure. And with a history going back to 1994, they've cultivated a solid reputation. But one downside mentioned was their limited responsible gambling tools compared to other sites. Only a nod to 1800 Gambler is included.
True. Yeah, that's something that might concern more cautious players, particularly when safety protocols for problem gambling are so important these days.
Right, while they do enforce age limits and some basic regulations, it could definitely benefit from a dedicated responsible gaming page with more options for self-exclusion or habit moderation tips.
I agree. Now, zooming out, the review compares BetUS with other top industry players. How do you think BetUS stands up in those comparisons?
Well, according to the review, BetUS scores highly, even earning a near-perfect rating in multiple categories like user interface, mobile experience, customer support, and bonuses. It's placed right up there with names like Bovada and BetOnline.
Yes, exactly. But what about its drawbacks? Aside from the banking method splits and lack of a search function for casino games, any other cons to note?
There's the limited withdrawal options, particularly the longer wait times and fees for non-crypto methods, which is definitely noteworthy. Some might argue that this creates an imbalance in favor of crypto users.
That's a fair observation. And interestingly, they also noted that BetUS hadn't always had the best reputation, but the 2025 and 2026 reviews show significant improvements over time. That suggests an ongoing commitment to upgrading the platform.
Exactly. It's like they've taken feedback seriously and are continuously refining user experience, a sign of a reputable service. I mean, it's like investing in a classic car. You might need a little tuning here and there, but the foundation is solid.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the sports betting market again, the array of bet types is truly substantial. From money lines and spreads to parlays and futures, there's something for everyone.
And not just that, their customization of odds formats, switching between American, decimal, and fractional, is a nice touch that caters to different player preferences.
Absolutely, very user-friendly. It's fascinating how they even include niche betting options like entertainment and novelty markets. That really sets them apart from more traditional sports books.
Right on. It's like they're saying, hey, we're here for your serious sports bets, but also your fun predictions on what might happen off the field. It adds a playful layer that's rare to see.
Yeah, I appreciate that versatility. Circling back to the casino section, did you notice how detailed the game reviews were? They covered slots, blackjack, table games, video poker, and even specialty games like bingo and keno.
Absolutely, and some of the standout slots include titles like Muertos Mariachi, Tiger's Luck, Winning Vegas, and Shinobi Wars. The review clearly has favorites, which helps paint a picture for potential players.
Having personal picks does add credibility. Plus, the casino also offers a range of blackjack variants, which is great for traditional players, as well as those looking for something a bit more modern, like Perfect Pairs 21+3.
Yep, and table games like Dragon Roulette and Casino War provide a nice mix of high stakes and intrigue. However, as we mentioned earlier, the absence of a filtering option for casino games might be a hiccup for some users.
Correct, not having that filter can be frustrating. Overall, my takeaway is that BetUS has a little bit of everything: a robust sportsbook, an extensive casino, and a broad spectrum of bonuses and deposit options. The specifics might appeal differently depending on whether you're more of a sports bettor or a casino game enthusiast.
Exactly. While there are areas that could use a little improvement, such as enhancing withdrawal options and boosting responsible gambling support, BetUS shines in providing a comprehensive, versatile betting experience for U.S. players.
A solid package overall. So, if someone is on the fence, this review makes a compelling case to give BetUS a try, especially if you're into crypto transactions and a dynamic mix of betting markets.
right? And with a near-perfect rating in many key areas, it's clearly positioned as a top contender in the sportsbook and casino space. That wraps up our deep dive into BetUS. Thanks for joining the discussion.
Always a pleasure. Until next time, keep your bets smart and your plays exciting.